Hello everybody, welcome back to Return of the Obra Dinn. So we wanted to go check more on this dude's death, which I don't remember where he died. He perished in the Soldiers of the Sea. Is he the guy who crawls off? He is in fact the guy who crawls off. He's the guy who went all the way back here. So I don't know if we actually want to view that because I don't know how useful it is. Shit. Then what do we want to do? The various seamen we'll get at some point. I want to find part 8 of. Okay, yeah. Here's what I want to do. I want to find part 8 of Soldiers of the Sea because I feel like we'll get Winston's death there, and maybe Martin's as well. Though I think Martin's alive during the Doom, but I didn't see Winston, so I'm pretty sure Winston dies here. Which is on the cargo deck, which is the deck below this one. And that's how we got all started with this other junk. That guy, yeah. So we have to... I don't think we're allowed in there quite yet. Okay, okay. I don't recall seeing anything of real note in these little alleyways, so we're gonna go try these doors over here. I don't know what these little triangle things are. Are they lanterns? Please don't start me on one of the other journeys. Yep, this is it. They're still here, guys. Can you believe this shit? Get me the fuck out of here. Oh my god. Winston? Oi, it's Winston. He is getting the fuck stabbed out of him, but it looks like he kills one of these monsters. Who are you? Alright, you're one of the mysterious seamen who drowns later. And who are you? Maba! Hey, buddy. What's up, homie? How you doing? What's up here? Omid. Man, the top men, they're my favorites. I don't know about you guys. They really went for it. Frenchie. Still don't know how Frenchie died. Although, you know, they said how he died, but yeah, the game thinks we don't know who he is. So we should be able to unlock some stuff with Winston Smith being how do we say? Clawed, crushed, drowned, decapitated. He's basically stabbed to death. He was speared by a beast. Where's Nathan at? A hideous monster perished simultaneously with a brave but unfortunate soul. Excuse me. Speared? Spiked? What would we call this? He wasn't eaten. He wasn't axed. Clawed. I would say stabbed by a beast, or speared by a beast, or impaled by a beast. Struck. Hooves, tail, wing. No. We're gonna say speared. No. Spiked by a terrible beast for now. And then I think, damn, I hate these like words that are so close to each other. So Winston got spiked, just like his mate. We also have Finley saying he was eaten by the beast, and Thomas, we're not saying who killed him. Does it say I can identify these guys yet? No. Not him, even though we know he is. What about the Frenchie? Frenchie? Okay. Oh, we don't know how he died, that's right. But he's the Frenchie. So let's just mark him off here. Charles Minor. It says he was torn apart. They really did say that. Okay, we'll go back to unknown. So we didn't actually see it. Does it tell me where he perished? Disappeared in the doom. Okay. Shot. I'm gonna do it. He's Chio. He was spiked. Fuck you! Fuck you! So now we're gonna try to identify this Frenchman again. Or note how he died. He was torn apart by a beast. There we go. So if the helmsman isn't right, it's going to be his death that's incorrect. Chiotan. Winston Smith was indeed spiked. Okay, so I assume the fated is the bargain, right? And that's going to be when Martin dies. At least. That's the only person we know for sure. So therefore, we know who this guy is. I guess we don't actually care who he is, though, because we don't know how he died. So with that in mind, I feel like Finley Dalton, the helmsman, we're going to go this... we'll check that out next, I think. And then we need to also get me a drink of water. Jesus Christ. Is he the only one? Okay, then that's our next move. We go check out Finley. Where's he at? He disappeared in the doom. Which part, though? Oh, it doesn't actually tell us. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, you get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. We had no dialogue on this one, right? I'm pretty sure we didn't. How the fuck do I get the fuck out of here? Can I come through? No, okay. Excuse me, Spider Beast. Let me through, please. Let me through. We done it. We haven't pieced together the story here, which I'll do once I get to the next before I get to the next chapter. I guess I'll try to do. We don't really know when we're gonna kick that stuff off. We just have the first and the third. I think is the only two left, and we should be able to get most people before that. I feel like. So I need to go back to the Doom. And we need to go to... Actually, I wanted to read this. Over my dead body, there's no cause for trouble. Thought I'd forget you killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. So maybe that's murder. Then the artist died. And then Abraham died. It's later in the Doom, I feel like. Or in Maba. Yeah. So the helmsman's present here, right? No? There he is. So it's Abigail, actually. Interesting. So where was he in part 7? Let's go back to Maba. I know where he is at. I remember Abigail. Oh no, because you just had to go where she actually, her dead body is. That's right. Alright, Maba. Poor old Maba. We don't quite know about his death. He either fell, or you could say he was struck by lightning too. But he didn't look dead when he was falling, right? Oh, I don't. So we can't. Okay, so yeah, we couldn't see the helm. This is the gunner. This is the bosun. We're just having a look around here, making sure we know who everybody is. It's Martin. It's Thomas. That's the 4th mate, who we do actually know now. Alright, let's go to Abigail then. Unhelpful! Because I said he was eaten, but I seem to recall that he was just maybe just thrown, so maybe drowned would be more apt. Oh, okay. Couldn't just let me in that door, could you? Right there. Which one's this guy? It's Paul. Okay. So we're gonna say instead that he was not devoured, he drowned. Was drowned by a terrible beast. Alright, so what else can we do some... There's a little knifey there. I don't really know why they went after the captain, but I guess that's what the bargain's all about. So let's go back before we go hunt down the next thing, and look at these people. So this guy, it says we can identify, but we don't know his death, so there's no real reason. This is the surgeon's mate. He died. We don't really know how they died either. He must have... It doesn't really matter. We've never seen him. We have seen him. Oh, he was asleep on the deck. Die. So we haven't actually seen him. We just know he was alive at that point, essentially. Got the cook, the seaman. The whole ship's steward thing is confusing to me. Then we have some topmen and seamen here. So supposedly, this guy's William. He's got to be, because he's in the... All the officers are in the other picture, right? He's got to be William. He's not really doing a steward's job either. So then we have the stewards. Pretty sure this is Philip, but he could be this guy too. But neither of them seems to trigger anything. And then we have these other stewards who have all been identified. 100%. Then we have a mysterious other steward that we haven't identified. I guess Thomas hasn't been confirmed either. I thought it did confirm him. And then we have the other steward over here. But where's the ship steward? Like, I don't even see what, unless he's one of these guys. Are you the ship steward? Are you the ship steward? No, he's a topman. That's right. He's the guy who fell. Could you be the ship steward? I don't know. I don't know. It's not adding up. I don't think there's any... Like, who's this? Who are these people? Why don't they pop up on the thing? Just over there on his own. Stop. Finley Dalton, drowned beast is what we're saying. Don't know if that's actually true. Alright, so I guess the next step, since this isn't triggering anything, is to start flipping through this and tell the story. So we have Solomon Syed, who's sick, and he dies. And meanwhile, all the Russians who we've identified in the back is talking. Everyone's asleep. And we've identified William, who is the guy who woke him up. Renfred dies from the disease as well. And Renfred is his bunkmate. And then a large cow was killed. Hilariously enough. Then someone gets murdered. We believe it to be likely the brother gets murdered. This guy is on the ship with the second mate and gets speared, but we have no real concept of who he is. Oh, and by the way, they kidnapped the Formosans, took them onto the sea with their treasure, and were trying to escape. Patrick O'Hagan got speared. Samuel gets knifed. Lim gets clawed. Bing gets burned to death. The second mate gets shot by one of the soldiers, the Formosan soldiers on board. And those two other guys drowned. Then we have Chio Tan, who was spiked by a terrible beast. We have one of the translators here, who we've seen around quite a bit. Oh, we haven't actually seen this one around a bit. Perished in first memory. Oh, he's asleep on the deck. Then he dies. We don't really see him later. We're saying this guy is William Wasim. He fell down the stairs to his death. Or you could say that he was... that he struck... No. Yep, okay. That one we're pretty certain is correct. This guy we think is John Naples. Okay, I think this is the next one we need to go check out. Unholy Captives. Because it really was not clear to me what was going on there. Alright, let's go check that out down in the cargo hold. Hold? The cargo hold? I'm trying to piece together as much as I can before moving on, because I think that's more fun trying to logically get this before perhaps the game thinks you're supposed to. Although, I will admit that a little bit of it is guesswork and seeing if you get the triggered 3, which you could debate maybe needs to be 5 or something instead of 3. Wait, this is the wrong direction. Over here.
Keep pressure here.
Knock him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward, and never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself. Those ugly beasts carry a curse. Throw them back or do it all. Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. Keep him yet find his senses.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think.
Ah, so wait, if we go back, so Yeah, okay, I think I'm understanding here. But he wasn't present in this one, was he? He was. Was he present in this one? He was. Was he present in this one? He was. Okay, what about the steward himself? We're saying this guy's the steward now, I think. But he gets thrown. He doesn't die as far as we know. But we think he's the steward. And this guy... Not this guy. This guy. This guy is actually the ship's steward, not the captain's steward. This music's a little loud. Why is it so loud? Okay. So... This guy, we're saying, is the ship's steward. We definitely appear to have a few of these wrong. We don't see this guy die. He just gets thrown in there, and that's that. So he must still be there in the bargain, because there's no other. We don't see him again, as far as I'm aware. And in fact, do we only see him in this one? 3 memories. First memory 40. Oh, this is when... Okay. Okay. So this is John. This is the ship's steward. This is surgeon. Unless, like, they're talking about this stuff. These guys. No. They're bringing the treasure chest in, the seamen who escape potentially later. Who's this guy? We're saying that's William. It's the carpenters. And that's Abraham. Okay, let's get out of here. We might have some deaths incorrect. It seems like, again, the helmsman is saying... I mean, we should have 3 by now, right? So something's not quite right. Where the fuck's the way out of here? Excuse me. Make me go around this way, you fuck. This is Hoskett, right? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I feel like we should have... We could have got a few people's deaths wrong, right? Let's go back here. We have Finley, who we're saying drowned. Zungi, who we're saying is spiked. That death could be wrong, but I'm feeling pretty good about these stewards being correct. Thomas, who we're saying is knifed by, we don't know yet. Oh, we know. I mean, we know who he is knifed by. Maybe I should just say he's knifed by... Okay, I guess we don't know which one is which. Okay, maybe that's why they're still blurry, because we don't actually know which is which. We could say, teehee. See, this is what I mean, like, 3 might be a bit too small. William, okay, perfect. That means Zungi's right. Zungi. Thomas. There we go. Alright, so I realize, you know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about doing it that way. But yeah. In any case, we know that... I guess we still don't know which is which, so that's kind of fair. No, we do. He was stabbed by him, so we know he's the mate, and this guy's the actual gunner. But Yeah, we'll continue on with the story next time. I thought this would be more fun, but I'm just kind of... I don't know how I feel about getting these that way. So we'll continue on with the chapters now. Bye.